Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Oneshot. I got a bit ahead. I entered a code at the beginning of the game called Solstice on the computer. And I went and did stuff. And then the footage corrupted. That's basically what I'll just say. Say, dear, you're here to see me. What happened to you? Hold on. I need to concentrate. The islands will collapse if I don't do something. That's why the vines... You're making the vines grow. Is that why there are vines everywhere? Are you trying to hold the land together? My powers. The best I could do, yes. Should I leave the sun here for you? I know you wanted to see it. Tempting, but I mustn't. The sun brings me comfort, but stress is good. For this, fear is good. Makes me strong. Vines grow faster. But if I'm at ease, the vines might retreat. They're all in danger, Savior. The villagers, the children. My final hours mustn't go to waste. People deserve to live, even if just for another day. Hello? I have something to ask of you. Yes? It looks like that most of the bridges around the glen are broken, and that's right, the bridges. You need to cross them on your pilgrimage. Would you like me to fix them? Yeah. Is it possible? Difficult. Bridges are in very specific locations over water. Need to find the right points. Mines must be very strong too. An undertaking. But possible. I intend to use the last of my strength. Please stand back. What happened? Are you okay? Are you... No, they're okay. But yeah, Nico is not exactly happy with us. He believes the bridge to the forest was just restored. The village Kiwi should be able to find better fishing spots here. The plant spirit is really looking out for us, isn't she? Yeah. Like how the main thing on his mind is fishing spots. Like, that's great. The land fragmentation is happening faster and faster now, but looks like the vines are slowing it down. My mommy is making food for everyone. I want to help her catch fish, but I'm not a grown-up yet. This island is covering more moss than our village did. Would have been nice to build a settlement here. Too late now, I guess.
Oh, you're the trader guy.
Sure am. You here to trade? Because if you are, then I got bad news for you. A lot of my stuff is back in my cart, which was sadly abandoned when I was running for my life. So my collection is very limited right now. Managed to grab some of my favorite things before I left, though. Oh, do you have anything like gears? Like gears? Like the metal spinny things? I don't think I have anything like that. Wait. I do have this box thing that you can wind up and play a song. That's a music box. Yeah. I bet there's lots of little metal bits in there. Oh, that might work. But I'm not sure if I want to trade it away. It's one of my favorite things. Aw. Oh, what am I saying? You're the savior. Things have been getting bad around here lately. If I don't help you, I might not even be around much longer. You need this to save the world, right? Take it. Ah, thank you. What a day. Yeah, because I just know that every day, this is just an everyday experience in my world. It's full of fish heads. I need a battery. Oh, no. Maybe a battery isn't over here. Well, actually, we might need to nap to progress. He doesn't even speak to me anymore. He doesn't speak to me about waking up. It's so sad. I assume so, but this was one of the ones that my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. Where did you get this from, by the way? A trader from the village gave it to me. I see. I remember father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling this world, despite, well... sorry, I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine, although it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. We still need a battery to get this engine running. Please do what you must to find one. Yeah, and this is the flying machine. Might have found something. Some vines just grew around this bridge, almost as if it was an intentional repair effort. Yeah. Hello, person. This is the main generator of the Glen. Hello. Would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? It's kind of an emergency. I do not know what a flying machine is, but any sort of large machinery would require a high-capacity power cell. For example, the generator in this room utilizes such a device. Alright, I almost forgot. We had to fix the battery for this thing when Barons, didn't we, Corruption? If this is an emergency for living beings, you can use the battery from the generator. Oh, wait. But if we take the battery here, all of you guys would lose power, wouldn't you? Maybe Corruption and I should go find another one. Negative. This is the only battery in the Glen powerful enough to be used as a standalone unit. If it is a dire situation, then do what you must. Oh. So because I powered up the battery and put it in the one in the Barrens. My actions have consequences. This is unfortunate. I have the battery. Well, we have the battery. We found the battery. Oh, nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it. It's from the generator on one of the islands. The research station? Yeah. It was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it. We can always just give it back later. Alright. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company? How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these ports. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck and... don't worry, I am making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight. If you say so. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first, and then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? What does she look like? This is gonna sound strange, but... she is a fox. I think I remember her. Oh, I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You've met Rue? Memories are still really blurry, though. I see. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream, but then I get so caught up with it, and I just kinda forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to not be real, and then I remember, and then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place, am I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But without him, how did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to believe anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code? Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code, most of the time irreversible damage. Others lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took them forever to develop the current, much more stable version. You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah. But how? Everyone in this world is code. How can he build it himself? That's, not really what happened. So what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with... Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? He did say something about being built to create the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. You would know of it at least, then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two. None of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a Messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophetbot, a prototype, was built to predict the future, about the specifics of this Messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the Messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the Messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built the most ambitious project yet, the World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile, I don't know how to pronounce that, of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? I have no idea. What I do know is there is no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the war ended, the code just kinda ended up floating in the void indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware. Corruption? Yeah, the operator corruption would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So corruption was the living person you needed to borrow. No, that would be you. But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I do not know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready. Alright. I understand if you are upset, but please try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us, and that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. The world means a lot to him, you know. So, how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes to get used to, but it's not that bad once you're in the air. I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Lula where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? Nico! Bad news. The boat is gone. What? It's the squares. It looks like they're headed in this direction. That's fast. Calamus, right? Yeah? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. And it is priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. What about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too if you want. The city's better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city? If you wish. Oh yeah! Alright. I will be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. You made it. You okay there? His face. In total awe. That was the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. The actions of first timers are always delightful to watch. Hey, Corruption, that was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric? Yeah? Thanks. What for? Flying. You're welcome. And for answering my questions back there too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world though. So, I'll help you the best I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly, I got to see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you're taking it so well, Nico. I'm glad that we have met as well, despite the circumstances. Speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings, too. That's true, those two have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... No. They're trapped on the island. Calamus, Alula, there. We don't have much time left. Nico, change your plans. Please give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted next, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright, what about you though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. What? Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that. Hey, Corruption, let's do our best. I can't even respond to it, that's the sad thing. I want to talk to Nico so badly. Dude just jumped off the parachute. on. Come on. Work already. Oh, right, the elevator guy. Come on. Come on. Now of all times. Excuse me. Whoa. You're you. Jeez, I didn't think I was gonna run into. The elevator's missing a button, right? How did you know? Corruption I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. The evacuees are counting on this. On me. But I've been here for hours and can't figure out a thing. The evacuees? You know, from the West apartments. The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh. Right now, everyone's crowded in the cafe. We really want to get to everyone to the surface as soon as possible, though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, can't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartment's corruption? The what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button. Corruption. Holy fudge. Looks like Corruption and I will need to find another way down together. But this is the only elevator in the area. We'll think of something. Sleep for right now. Alright. I want to go see what's going on in the cafe first, though. How many people are in there? Oh. Hello, Messiah. You, came at a bad time. The apartment in the West Sector got destroyed by squares a day ago. Terrible, isn't it? Yeah. But at least the evacuees seem to be doing okay. We're letting them stay here for now. Oh, it's that penguin.
Hello.
Yep. Same as usual, huh? Dang it. I just moved into my apartment. Now where am I gonna go? Apartment got evacuated. My parents were at work. I'm waiting for them to pick us up now. I hope they're okay. At least my robot's with me. Squares make the people evacuate. Evacuation makes the girls sad. Squares are bad. Hey, hi. Is it me or is it really cold outside? You know, now that you mentioned it, it is really chilly this time around, Corruption. Good thing you've got a scarf, huh? Bummer. I had to leave most of my plants behind. This stinks. Sorry to hear. Oh, speaking of plants, I heard the glen is just covered in vines now. Is that true? Yeah. The plant lady was using them to keep the land from falling away. The plant spirit, Maze? I figured. Say, how's she doing? She's gone, isn't she? She said she was using up the last of her powers. I wouldn't be surprised. She always did her best to protect everyone. Let me go see if the stapler is still there, at least. Oh my god! That is terrible! Oh, would it be right here when everything ends? You shouldn't be encouraging the apocalypse. Who took my stapler? Oh my goodness. Some kind of computer terminal. Communications with the surface have been lost. I am unable to do anything. documents, okay. Maybe solstice again? This one is red. This one is green. This one is blue. Jump, Nico. Oh, darn. I know just... I still have the crowbar in my hand. I'm going to thread in the lamplighter. You. We found some elevators. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. It was in a locked room. Oh, do they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us. What? You should be able to reach the lever, because you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am. So, show me the way, I suppose. Mm-hmm. This room gives me the creeps, man. Oh, same. Yep. So, what did you need help with again? Can you reach the lever up there? Alright. Wait. I'm not that tall. What was worth a shot? Wait, I got this. Nice. Thank you, mister. No problem, kid. So, you coming? Mm-hmm. Oh, neat. Well, looks like this elevator works alright. I'll, go get the evacuees, I suppose. Mm-hmm. What is going on? No! It's the square stuff in, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Yeah, hold on, maybe Corruption and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the squares are inside the elevator. Yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. But what about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. Watching, hold on. If I remember correctly, this pathway was locked, so I don't want to have to go through that again. It was locked from the outside, the inside. So if we can open it, the door won't budge. Okay. Please, you mustn't. The labs could collapse at any moment now. Let go of me. Cedric? He stop him. Miss, Messiah. Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Or everyone else is right now. Miss Silverpoint, you've returned. Ah, George sees that you have found the Messiah. Yeah. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Aha, building a robot. So that's what he needed that book for. Coming in? A boy with white hair and goggles ran in here not long ago. That's Cedric, yeah. He grabbed one of the books from my very impressive archives upstairs and pulled it straight out. Said it was an emergency, so George let it slide. George hopes he's okay. Yeah, I hope he's alright, too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him, too. Oh my gosh, that was the labs? That poor kid. No, not him too. I'm sorry about your friend. The last time we spoke, he told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. George won't let you go out there. The Messiah will not walk into any danger on my watch. But George is right. The square seemed to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapses. It's best if you stay here until things stabilize, however long that takes. But, what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring back the sun at least? Even if you do restore the sun, the squares will persist. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is going to be hard. If the world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. And if anything bad happened to the Messiah of all people, George doesn't want to think about it. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die natural. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking. But now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we've burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you are just a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We have been dealing with tragedy for so long, it's just become background noise to us. But for you, it must be so terrifying. And now you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. We must seem so ungrateful. It's okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back then all I wanted to do was go home. Corruption, do you remember? The very first time? I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return the sun, back then, I didn't even question it. But then I just came back. You what? And then I found out a world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me, and Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset about you back at the mines. I thought for you to know all that, yet continue doing this. It just seemed cruel. But then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. And that at the same time you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? It must be. If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save this world corruption. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were corruption. I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please. George has said your conversation with corruption is deeply moved. That's why George has full faith in you. Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be okay. Careful, okay? You guys be safe too. If I die, I want to die reading. How would that work? If I wanted to go check on people, the stand smells sugary. Candy skewers, fresh off the grill. Not very nutritious, I'm afraid. But at least I'll keep the evacuees from getting hungry. Looks like my life's work is finally being put to good use. As long as we can serve the water we have on hand, my water fill should be enough to keep everyone here from going thirsty for weeks. Looks like I'll have to cancel my appointment. This stinks. Now he's just in total panic. Oh, he's a librarian. Oh no, he's kind of the librarian. Well, that's where I'm going to leave the video for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did, as that would make my day. And we're coming to a close on this series, I think. I just hope you have a wonderful day, and make sure to take care of yourselves, alright? And, you know, you have the ability to make 2023 a good year. So, yeah. Oh no. Anyway, have a lovely day, and I will see you all in the next video. And, hopefully, our adventure will continue. See ya.